right, so you're welcome to BMS 495, and it is really my distinct honor and pleasure to join you in this very short phase of your journeys. I'm a firm believer that if you've made it this far, you have a lot to offer. Yeah, but I have kids, and rhyming is a big thing in my house. Okay. Elementary school kids. So if you've made it this far, you have a lot to offer. And so philosophically, I can teach to you, but I'm more interested in you bringing out the good or the best in you in this class. And this is a capstone class, and I want to just discuss a couple of things to set the tone for your expectations of the class. So, for example, this on here is the course structure for a capstone. It's a capstone class, okay, and this is GVSU policy. A capstone should draw on several courses within your major. Now, this is biomedical science, but I also do know a lot of students in this major are headed to professional fields, pharmacy, nursing, PA, all of that. And I also know that a lot of you already have significant work and life experiences, so you bring a lot to the table, a real lot to the table. And so my goal in this capstone class, one, is that you pull a lot of the things you've learned over the years, pull them together in a systematic way to address something that you are passionate about. I'm not going to assign a textbook for us to read, because I want you to pick something you're passionate about and follow that systematically. And so there's breadth to it. And there's also a huge part of this is integration. You integrate different skills, numeracy, literacy, research competency, to be able to come up with something unique and hopefully, and I guess say hopefully, and I desire this, meaningful and useful to you. So the learning objectives of the class are also quite interesting. You're supposed to be able to identify and describe current issues in the biomedical sciences. So this is where my approach to this course differs a little bit. So we don't live in a world where every disease is solved solely by lab scientists. There's social scientists. There are they're physical therapists, they are sociologists, they are art therapists, and different ways to solve different problems from different perspectives. So, if we pick a current issue, I don't want to just look at it as just from the biomedical science lens. You've spent 4 years at the minimum learning about biomedical science, and I get it. And you've earned that badge to say, man, I'm a biomedical scientist. Fantastic. But when you get out there, nobody really cares what your degree is. They care that you're able to solve problems, real world problems. And so, in addition to researching things with biomedical underpinnings, you're going to write, you're going to read scholarly papers, different types of sources, yada yada, you get all of that. But so let me pick one example of a current issue that I will be using as an example in this class. And that is Ozempic and the use of GLP agonists for weight loss. It's a big social issue, it's a big economic issue, it's a big health issue. So this is what I would call a multidisciplinary problem that I'm just interested in. So if I pick something around this topic, I'll look at it from both the biomedical basis, biochemistry, the biology, the clinical studies. I'd also look at it from the social perspective. And so that's what I envision that you will achieve in this class. So it's important that you pick something that you are passionate about. Don't just pick it because my professor said I should do this. Because then it makes it, when you begin to read papers and summarize papers, it's going to be a huge, oh, did I say huge yet? Huge drag on your time and your creativity, and of course your mental wellness, which I don't want you to go down that slippery slope. And so, for example, so when it says that identify a current issue, so I picked this, and why do I know it's current? It's in the news, it's in social media, and then I'm going to evaluate research in biomedical sciences. So as I do that, my goal in the class is to teach you what kind of sources to use, and how to synthesize, how to integrate information from different fields to get something unique and something valuable. And then another part of the course structure where you draw on several courses within your major. So everything you've learned in sociology and psychology becomes welcome at this table. And ultimately, you will compose and present a significant topic of focus in the biomedical sciences. Okay. Now, that statement assumes that you're writing it to biomedical sciences. But I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I am a biomedical scientist, but I don't wear only that hat. I have taken coursework in the humanities. I've been in clinical settings before in my past, and so whatever you want to bring it on. Just bring it on. So again, follow your passion. And so I'll also be teaching you about ways of knowing. There are multiple ways of knowing. It's not just graphs and experiments alone, and also ways of showing what you know. And what you see here, for example, is you have this is the Chalk Art Symposium here at GVSU. Like, a scholarly paper is not the end all be all. If you're a creative person, your outlet might be better in artistic depictions of the things you've learned or you know. You might want to draw a comic. That's fine with me, to demonstrate your understanding. You might want to do some video summaries, and this is a YouTube video from somebody who used Ozempic and is telling about their experience and things like that. You might want to do a formal, hey, I want to present my research at Student Scholars Day. I've never done that before. I want to do that before I graduate. I'm open to those types of challenges if you want to take it on. You might be like, you know what, I don't really care to synthesize like some biochemistry papers. I really want us to have a dialogue. And so you could use what's called the World Cafe method to bring what you've learned and bring stakeholders, your friends, and other people in the field you care about to talk about it. So that's a genuine, unique presentation. You might, of course, want to summarize the classic biomedical science way. So I just implore you to come in, just be open to learn and be open to talk and share with your peers. And I look forward to having a really good time. Again, one thing I can promise you is I will walk with you in that journey. But I will not drag you in that journey, which is why I say pick something you're motivated about and you care about deeply, because it's really difficult in an individualized project as this to drag people along. And there'll be times you'll struggle, I will struggle too. We're all human, but it's a lot. My goal is to to help you bring out what already is in you, what you've invested in yourself this last several years of your undergraduate experience. And so I will play more the role of a coach than a teacher, and that's philosophically how I want to approach the class. And I hope I succeed, and I hope much more that you guys succeed in BMS 495. And welcome, and I look forward to meeting with you and hearing about your ideas and the things you're passionate about.